What's up, world? It's your boy, B. York, Brandon York, whatever you want to call me. This is the Perspective Podcast. Today, like every day, is a special day. It's a special day because this is ladies' night, and I feel all right. I got three beautiful, intelligent, and most importantly, single women sitting next to me today. I have Miss Polk, Nifa, my girl Tosin. Man, y'all, what's up, man? Welcome to the pod.
My mic on. Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all.
So I start this thing off the same way I start off any episode. My question to you three ladies is, who are you? So y'all don't all say it at once, but I guess we start here and make our way around. So Miss Tosin, who are you? Let's pop it off, man.
All right.
Who is Tosin?
Thank you for the introduction. I am Tosin. Okay, I guess, I'm Tosin. I'm single. Should we say ages? Early
Yeah, you can
30s,
say
early
age.
30s, early 30s. I don't know. What else do you want me to...
I mean, are you a sister? Are you like, what do you do as your profession? Like, who is Tosin?
I am a registered nurse.
Oh.
I'm a labor and delivery nurse. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm a child of God. Jesus is Lord. What else? I don't know. I think
That's it?
that's it for right now.
I like it. I
Yeah.
like it. You up?
I am Nifa Saavedra, an Emmy Award-winning journalist.
Period. I love you said that. I was going to bring it up. I love you popped it off.
It is. I am a Houstonian. I went to Grambling State University, graduated, love it down. I am, again, a woman of God. Love the Lord. I'm a fun girl. I love to have fun. We don't need to talk about my age, but I am a grown woman.
Oh, my
Period. That's
God.
all you need to know.
Man, women. Yeah. All right, talk to me, Miss Polk.
My real name Pocahontas.
Now, listen, I'm going to stop real quick. Her real name really is Pocahontas. When I first met her, she told me her name was Pocahontas. I said, man, I need to see your ID. So, yes, her name is Pocahontas. Include.
I'm from Louisiana.
Yep.
The south part of Louisiana, not the north part. I graduated from LSU in education. I'm a licensed esthetician, and I bottle girl at night for extra money. I am a woman of God, and I'm single, no kids. I'm here for a good time, not a long time.
Ooh. I'm so happy y'all all said that, man. Once again, I want to thank y'all for coming out to the pod. Bruh, I mean, I'm a wild card, you know what I'm saying? When I call, you don't know what kind of conversation might happen. But listen, y'all in safe hands. We're going to navigate through this thing pretty easy. So to start this thing off, y'all all sort of talked about your careers. Nifa, I love what you said. You are an Emmy award-winning journalist. You know what I'm saying? I just had to put a little, razzle-dazzle on that. But you're a journalist, right? So your field is about collecting information and being able to report it accurately to the people. So thank you for what you do. Tosin, you are just like my beautiful wife. You are not only are you a nurse, but you are a labor and delivery nurse. So you catching babies and you catching baby daddies. You know what I mean? You get a little bit of both, man. And I done heard some wild stories from wifey, and we'll get into it a little bit. And then over on my right side, we got Miss Polk, and you said, you are LSU. Shout out to the Tigers. Yeah. Shout out to my brother. He graduated from LSU as well. Yeah. Shout out to the whole state of Louisiana. You know what I'm saying? The boot in the building, baby. But you said that you are a education graduate. You were a teacher, and now you have your own business, and also you do bottle girl on the side. You know what I'm saying? So you in the nightlife a little bit. 3 different careers, totally, right? My first question that I pose to y'all is, how does chasing greatness or success in your careers affect your ability to date?
I think for me, it's a challenge because a lot of men that are our age, if you're in your late 20s to early 30s, I think from my perspective, they are late bloomers. So they, hey, from my experience, a lot of them are, it's hard to find a man who's kind of on your level. They either have a bunch of kids, and you don't have kids, they're figuring out their careers. And not saying there's nothing wrong with that, because I'm getting my master's right now. I'm still in school. I'm still figuring out a lot of stuff too. I don't have all the answers, but I'm in my career. It's different than dating somebody who's trying to figure it out. And you get labeled as a gold digger or all these things if you say you want to date a man of a certain caliber. So I do think that it's a little more challenging. And not to pop like my stuff, but I like to have a good time. I like to treat myself. So it's just like when somebody comes into your life and they're not able to do that, I think it can be sometimes a bit of a challenge, at least in my experience dating in my, late 20s, early 30s.
Like it. Okay. Okay. What y'all got, ladies?
With me, it's a challenge because I'm always working. So I pay my own bills, which we are obligated to do that. That's what we're supposed to do.
Right.
But at the end of the day, if a man don't lighten my load, not money-wise, mentally, physically, and a little bit financially, it's like, why would I want to give you my time and effort if you're just draining me and you're sucking the battery out of my back? So I feel like it's pointless.
Okay. 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 Tozen, what's up? What's that? Now listen, nurses got bad reps now.
I don't know
I'm
why.
gonna just throw it out there.
I
I'ma
truly
say
don't
what the people
understand
say,
why.
So how's your career affecting your dating life?
I mean, I think it is challenging. You have an expectation, and nowadays, I feel like men, they just, if we don't, I guess, have the expectation of men, we get looked at like we're gold diggers, like she was saying. You know what I mean? And it's difficult because we do have this, well, at least for me, I do have this expectation. I treat myself, like she said, a certain way, and I expect that in my relationship with whoever I'm dating with. And if it's not that for the man, then it's a problem. I think that's one of the biggest challenge that I face dating right now as a single woman. Just trying to have that connection on that level. So
I like it. So I'm in my head. If y'all see me look up in the air, it's because I'm rewinding the tape from the conversation we had with men. Because I'm married, so my perspective is a lot different now than it was when I was single. But some of the things that you ladies are saying are very similar to some of the things some of the men were saying. I think the word that we used when we talked was delusional.
oh.
You know what I mean? We talked about how sometimes as a man who's single, you know what I mean, and not from my perspective, but from that perspective, they say sometimes, women, sometimes y'all a little delulu, you know what I mean, as far as what the expectations are. So I pose the next question is this. What are some of y'all like non-negotiables when it pertains to dating? What y'all not going for when it comes to, finding your man or your man finding you?
I would say lack of ambition. You don't have a relationship with Christ.
Ooh.
And some people, they'll be like, yeah, I know who God is, who Jesus is, but they don't really know.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's hard to kind of, well, now, as in my journey, I have better discernment. But back then, it was kind of difficult to kind of, I guess, weed out who really does and who really doesn't. Because the last thing I would want is for someone to drive me to hell.
Ooh.
So.
Oh, baby, you speaking. You are speaking.
So hold on, you can't say that and not elaborate on that. You said you're not looking for a man to drive you to hell.
Yeah.
It sounds like you giving passenger princess treatment. Talk about this drive, because you saying that. What you mean by driving you to hell?
What I mean by that is ultimately just having a relationship with God and being able to lead me in the direction of Christ.
Okay.
And I feel like sometimes nowadays, some people are, I guess, watered down and it's just for play, just to say, I know who God is or whatever, but it's not. They're not true to themselves. It's not a real relationship. And if you get sucked into those type of relationships, I mean, ultimately, you're gonna get off track. You're gonna backslide, and get driven to hell, dragged to hell.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
What y'all think, man? What's non-negotiable on the table for your next for your Boaz?
Come on, speak it into existence. I think everything my sis said. I definitely think very career driven. I am very goal oriented. My career is very, very important to me, and I like a man who is very ambitious. Also, who is like in church, not just talking about it, but actually go to church and believe in the Lord and can talk to me about the Lord because I'm growing in my faith. Someone that helps me grow emotionally and in every way. I think that that's truly important. But I had something else, but I forgot it. Maybe it'll come to me.
Hopefully it comes back.
Healed. Oh my gosh, a man that is healed. Can we talk about it? Because
Yeah.
it is a lot of men who just jump from relationship to relationship and never take the time to really get to know themselves or love on themselves. And they don't know themselves out of women or being in a relationship. And they just go from draining one person to bringing that baggage on you and draining you. And I really think as I grow older and find discernment that I'm really looking for somebody who is like emotionally mature and really, really healed, like really took time. I always ask a man, like, have you ever been single and how long have you been single? Especially if you're in your 30s and you're dating, that's important. Like, have you ever took time to, just not talking to anyone, not having sexual relations with anyone? And most men are like, no, why do I have to do that? Or like, yeah, for like a month. And it's just like, wow, do you even know who you are outside of somebody else? And I don't think most people do. And I'm not saying like, it's nothing wrong with being in relationships but if you are constantly going from relationship to relationship and hurting people, that is a serious issue and you need to take time to heal. So I definitely now when I date, I ask those type of questions.
Okay. Wow, that's man, y'all okay. Y'all got some. See, man, when I was talking to the fellas, man, they was tiptoeing. Y'all not playing. Y'all coming with it. I can work with this. Talk to me, Miss Pope. What's non-negotiable for you?
I would say a man that doesn't know how to be alone. Like, because it's like, if you don't know how to be alone and love yourself, why are you trying to love on somebody else? If you can't love yourself, how are you going to love somebody else? If you don't know how to be alone and you always need somebody to be there for you. And I'm not saying that nothing is wrong with always being there for somebody, but it's like at the end of the day, as a man, you should be able to love yourself before you can love your woman. And I would say a man that doesn't know how to lead. As a man, you're supposed to lead the woman is supposed to follow you. So it's like, if you can't lead a woman, you can't even tell me which side of the road to walk on. Why are we talking?
That's true, because I ain't even know how to get here.
Exactly.
I came
So
out and
it's
helped
like,
too.
No.
I came out and helped too. Yeah.
It's like, to pedal back on what they said, I love a man of God because I'm still learning. So it's like, I want that in my life too. And it's like, if you don't worship God, I cannot talk to you at all. That's like a deal breaker for me.
I love that you said that, because I myself, I am a man of God. I'm not perfect. I do not want to act like I'm perfect. I'm not a pastor. I do not have a church or a flock, but I do lead my home. I do actually read my Bible. I do actually pray. And the fact that y'all keep emphasizing spiritual things, I'm going to just keep it a buck. It's a lot of wolves in sheep clothing when it come down to spiritual things. Like, I mean, some of the biggest players are at your local church waiting to lay hands on you, and I'm not talking about for prayer. So how do y'all discern when you're dating out here in this world and you're looking for that man that's a man of God? You know what I'm saying? And I mean, let's keep it a buck. That verbiage or that context or being able to speak within that realm is easy for a lot of men. Game is game. You know what I'm saying? And when a man wants something, he'll use anything to get what he wants. That includes God. That includes the word of God. That includes spiritual things. So as women who are seeking men of God, how do you discern, is this a wolf or is this a shepherd? Is this somebody that's going to lead me and really tell me what I need to do and where I need to be in order for me to be the best version of myself? How do y'all discern that?
To be honest, I'm still learning.
Okay.
Like, I pray about that daily. I mean, I'm driving in my car praying about it. Like, God, please don't let me date any more sheep. Like, please don't let me date any more men masked and trying to get close to me just, for their own reasons. Like, I literally say that prayer almost every day because it's just something that I think that I have a problem with because, like you said, men will talk a tough game. They will say whatever just to get you, and then when they get you, it's just like it's nothing. They turn, and it's a whole new ball game. So that is something I'm still learning. I'm still learning discernment. I am, like you said, not perfect. I am still in my walk. I read my Bible, but that is something I struggle with. And if y'all got the answer, I'm definitely listening because your girl be struggling.
I would say, it's a journey. Discernment is a journey. I feel like in the beginning of getting closer to God, when it came to discernment, it was difficult. I still made mistakes. I didn't hear clearly. But ultimately, like you said, you just got to pray about it. One of my prayers was, oh God, if this guy is not for me, take him out my life. And expeditiously, he would, without a doubt.
All the time. But then I'd be like, well, God, not right now. Come on now. Another week.
You got the pinky prayers, bro.
And I'd be like, well, God, let's talk about it. Let's compromise. Maybe we can work it out.
Yeah.
And maybe he is the one for me. I'd be really arguing with God like, I didn't say right now. Like, I'm not ready. Give me some time. And that's my problem. I really be trying to compromise with God. And God be like, no, this person not for you. And I'd be like, but I kind of want him to be. And then God showed me a million times. Like, no.
Bro, what's up, man? How you want this man of God, you know what I'm saying, to be there. And like you said, so you can submit so he can lead. How do you know? Cause look, a lot of cats is cold, bro. They'll lead you for a little bit.
And then stop.
And then they gonna say, got him. How do you get out of that got him moment? You know what I'm saying?
I'm able to read people. So it's like I sit back and I observe like every detail that you do. And like I watch, I pay attention to every movement, every action, everything you do. So it's like I know when a man is bullshit or when he not.
Okay.
So it's like if he bullshit, if I do like him, I'll play the game along with you.
Oh.
Because we here for a good time. We're not here for a long time.
You one of them.
But if I am looking for something serious and I see like that you're on bullshit, you're getting blocked.
Straight up.
I'm one of them. I'm a leaver, so I will leave.
You a ghoster.
Yeah, I will leave. And they'll be like, well, why you left? And I'm like, you know why I left.
Right.
There's no need. I don't have the energy to explain to you why I'm leaving.
I kind of want to lean in on this on you because you have a totally different vantage point than they have. You know what I mean? Like NIFA and corporate, Lord knows what kind of sharks they got in them waters. In the hospital, you got to watch the nurses and the doctors because all y'all be in the mix. But for you in the nightlife. So you seeing
everything
every day. Like you seeing cats go to church on Sunday and pop out for brunch, popping bottles. So you seeing both sides. So like, is that discouraging? Like when you looking for this man that you describe, and maybe you might think you see something, and the next thing you know, because of your profession, you're seeing a total different side of a person that you thought you may have read a certain way, and now they're showing you a completely different picture?
So because I work in nightlife, I don't talk to people who's in the club or like my regulars. I keep it straight business.
Okay.
Everybody knows that about me. There is one guy that things led somewhere else and it didn't turn out bad, but I try to keep things professional, like on a professional level with that.
Gotcha.
Because it's like I see a lot of married men in the club.
I was just about to say.
And they act like they single.
Yeah.
And the whole time they're married.
Right.
They'll give me their Instagram and
Right.
y'all married. So
Right.
it's like, why would I want to talk to y'all? Like, no.
Right.
Like, karma gonna hit me if I talk, and I wouldn't even do that because
Right.
I don't step on nobody's toes. But y'all got a family to go back home to. So it's
Right.
like, I mean, I get it, because it's a man gonna be a man at the end of the day. They only going to the club because they probably need to get away from the kids, the wife. But it's like, at the same time, it's like, you gotta be smart. Like, that's what you signed up for. So it's like, just be that man. Like, you don't have to hide nothing. Like, you should be able to take your girl out with you if you want to go outside.
Right. I actually like that. Like, I think, and you know, my position on this is unique as well, because when I first got with my wife, I used to like being outside. I'm gonna
Right.
just keep it a buck. Like, I was a guy where, you know, I would go out with my wife when we wanted to go out, and when I wanted to pop out by myself, I used to pop out by myself.
There's nothing wrong with it.
It's nothing wrong with it, but then it is, because you still a man.
Yep.
You know what I'm
At the end
saying?
of the
You still
day.
a man. So, you know, just because you committed don't mean that you don't have eyes in your head. You know what I mean? And like, I had to learn personally, like, I just can't put myself in certain predicaments. And it's not because I'm a bad person. It's because I understood, if you put me at a buffet, I'm gonna eat. It's just, unfortunately, that's just the nature of any human. You know what I mean? So the more that you can, you know, put yourself out of harm's way, you stay out of harm's way. So I know for me that's good, and I love that you said that you just keep it business, because, I mean, you hear, I'm not in it, but I hear so much. It's like, I'm like, man, it's wild out here. And then
It
we
is.
in Houston,
Because
like
it's married men that'll pay for girls. I'm not doing that.
you seen it with your own
I've
too,
seen it with my own eyes before.
every week.
Every week. Or it's like, they'll just
Do they have that
give
ring
you
on?
money and give me
Yes,
They don't.
they
Yes,
would.
They don't
Yes.
care. They do not
Married
care.
men, it's crazy.
They do not care.
Man, I'm talking about
It's crazy.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's like, if you want to tip me, that's fine. I'm never gonna pass up a tip, but don't expect nothing from me after that, because I'm not going.
Oh, they conditional tips.
Yeah, like, I'm not going. So if you want to tip me off of my good customer service, that's greatly appreciated. But if you want to tip me, like, give me $1,000 to go sleep with you, I'm not doing that.
Whew,
And they do that, and they married.
Jesus Christ. Streets is dead. Streets is dead.
is.
Tulsa, what you was talking about with married men, because you
They
in a
don't
different field.
care. They don't.
I
Married
know you
men,
done
they
seen
don't.
some stuff.
I've had married men tell me that they're married and didn't care, and still wanted to take me out, fly me out. And I'm just like, you have a whole children, and a wife, and they don't care. It's like, I don't know what it is in the air. It's like more married men are attracted to single women versus single men attracted to single women. That's what it feels like nowadays.
Single, not desperate.
It's because they're bored. That's why.
You think it's boredom?
They are bored.
I
That's
don't-
why they come to the club.
I think it's greed.
You think it's
Yeah.
They want their cake and they want to eat it too at the end of the
Yeah.
day. And then they don't want to get caught. Whenever they do get caught, oh, it's boo-hoo. But it's like, if they girl take them back. So the girl
said
take them
boo-hoo.
back, they going to go do it again.
It's always, we not really together.
Yep.
It's just hard.
It's
to
rocky.
leave.
It's rocky. It's rocky right now.
Yeah, it's always. But I tell people all the time, like my homegirls, like never believe that. Like they're with that person.
Yep.
Like,
That's their
and
person.
you will be crazy if you talk to a married person. Like, you know. But yeah, like I think we've all had probably experience, especially right now, in our age, with married men trying to like approach or talk to us.
Man, dog, I'm sitting here, and you know, I consider myself still newly married, you know what I mean? But I keep it real, like, I love my wife. I really do. Like, I say it a lot. Like, I ain't saying it because we on a podcast, because I say this to anybody. But on a serious tip, my wife really changed who I am. And I'm a big rap fan. I like Hove. I like Jay-Z, you know what I'm saying? And he got a song on the 444 album called Kill Jay-Z. And he's talking about kind of killing that alter ego within himself, killing that man that can cause destruction in his life, and he allows it to. And it's an everyday battle. Dying to self is an everyday battle. And I'm going to keep it real. Some days you don't win those battles. You know what I mean? Now, that doesn't mean that you forfeit the war, but that also means that you got to learn from those losses. You know, I tell my wife all the time, like, we super transparent. Like, you know, and I've said this on a previous podcast, prior to me being with my wife, I hadn't had a relationship that I was actually faithful in. I cheated on every chick I was with. You know what I'm saying? And a part of me doing that or being in that space, right? I had to, when I got with my wife, really tell myself that, like, yo, bro, you low-key getting the same result out of the same situations because you won't kill yourself. And I really had that moment where I looked in the mirror and I was like, yo, bro, you really got an integrity problem. Like, you cool when the lights is on and the stage is set to perform. That ain't the problem. You good up front. But homie, when them lights go off and them cars leave and it's just you in the parking lot, there's no telling where you can roam. And, you know, I think I could speak to all men that, like, answering those internal questions are so important. That's why when y'all said, I can't be with a man that could be alone is such a vital stance. Transitioning from that, something that y'all all said that I think is a big topic is, I think it's a buzzword right now, is emotional intelligence. Everybody wants a man that's emotional intelligent. He gotta know what he's talking about, and he gotta be in tune with his feelings. My question to y'all is, what happens if, and I'm not gonna say you find a man, what happens if a man finds you that may not know how to manage their emotions, but you know that this is the man that God sent for you? How do you navigate through a situation like that?
I would say if I know within myself, if God told me this is my husband, there's nothing that's impossible. I feel like, you know, with therapy, with patience, you know, and if the person, he has to have the will to want to change. That's the thing. If he doesn't have the will, he's not going to change. He's going to want to change in himself. He has to have that, and if he doesn't, then it's a waste of time. So hopefully, he has the desire to change and get like therapy or, you know, something. There's nothing, again, like I said before, that's impossible. You can navigate anything in life, but the person has to have the want, the desire to do that.
So what if he has the want and the desire to do it, but he doesn't know how to put together systems to do application to actually get it done?
Well, that's why we have tools like therapists,
Gotcha.
counselors.
Okay.
You know, there's
Gotcha.
just something that can aid to help the person.
So you are pro therapy.
Yeah, of course.
Okay,
I think
okay.
therapy is very much so necessary.
Gotcha.
Both ways, women and men.
Okay.
In a relationship, marriage, I definitely think it's worth it. It is necessary.
Okay. What y'all got, man? This emotionally intelligent, you know what I'm saying? You get this man, he fine, he got a little money, he a man of God, but, because the reason why I'm posing this question is because a lot of men, sometimes we don't know how to express our emotions. Sometimes we implode. Sometimes we do things out of character, not because that's just what we want to do, but because we don't know. And like, this is another, point or topic. My wife helped heal a lot of stuff in me that I didn't even know needed to be healed. Like I really, really, really had mom issues. You know what I'm saying? I love my mama, shout out to my mom, but I had mama issues. And my wife, she not my mom, but she helped heal some of the wounds. Like, how do y'all plan on preparing for something like that? You know what I'm saying? What's up, Nia? You ain't got nothing to say now, huh? Yeah.
It's not that I don't have anything to say. It's just this was a recent experience, actually. And, I dated like a guy who was, I wouldn't say perfect, but really great and really smart, but had a lot of emotional baggage. And I don't know. I feel like for someone to take on that, they have to be in that headspace to be able to take on that, because I think that that's a calling and that's a lot of work that you have to do. And for me, in the space that I am, like I'm still growing, and I feel like I sometimes pour so much into somebody else that I neglect myself. And in this particular space that I'm in, I'm not able to do that. And I realize that. And sometimes, like, that could be selfish, and that could just be me deciding, like, losing out on something. But I also am very big on what's meant for me will come back to me or will happen when it's supposed to happen. Yeah, I think sometimes people need to be alone and need to figure things out. And sometimes you can come into somebody's life and you can be a mirror of what they need, and they'll see that and be like, oh, I'm not ready to be the person that you need me to be. I need to take this time and to heal and to grow on my own.
You had that happen before?
Yeah, that was like a recent experience, like
Wow.
a very recent
That's very
experience.
mature.
And I was just like taken aback because I'm like, well, no, I want to help you grow. I want to be
Right.
there for you. And they're like, no, like I'm like so messed up, and they like messed me up in the head. That's why I was staying quiet because I'm like, I don't really want to talk about it.
But
Yeah.
we brung it up. You can't open a can of worms in front of me because now I want to see what's in the bag. So you said, I think this is interesting. I think this is a dope perspective, right? It sounds like you found a guy that, I mean, needless to say, sound like
You about to make me do this.
Nah, but for real though, you said it sounded like he was, I guess, husband. Like, you know, he had all the qualities and all the traits, and he realized that it was some stuff that he needed to work on, and he raised his hand and exit stage left to protect you. Feeling that, sitting in that, you know what I mean? Because I think that's fire. I think in my lifetime, I probably put some women through the ringer because maybe I needed to step away, but my pride wouldn't let me step away. So for a man to like make that conscious decision,
Right.
but now you left with the pieces. So
And that's tough because you have people saying like, oh, he just wanted an excuse to get out. But like when you know somebody or you know somebody's character, you don't think that. Like, I know this person and I grew to know that this is like a really great person and they wouldn't do that. But then it makes you question yourself and your worth. Like, is something wrong with me? Like, why couldn't I heal you? Like, why couldn't you allow me to like love you? I feel like my love could have healed you. Like, you start questioning yourself and you start having like those conversations with yourself and with God. Like, why would you even allow me to experience somebody like this or get so close to experiencing somebody that I thought was the one, and then like you snatch it from me? Like, was I not ready? But I always take any loss as a lesson. Like, what did you want me to learn in this experience? And I think that God constantly tells me I pour so much into other people that it's okay for somebody to pour into me. And he, like, God already knows how I am in love. Like, he already knows that I would give so much of myself to this person and neglect so much of myself. So I think, like, he knows best, you know?
that's and to piggyback off of that, so now that you kind of, like we said, quote unquote, left with the pieces and trying to figure it out, even sometimes questioning yourself, how are you receptive to another man now? Are you receptive, or like where are you headspace when that comes about? Because what if Mr. Perfect, who is emotional, ready to come jump in, are you like kind of like hesitant because of what you experienced? Like, how do you compartmentalize that piece of it?
Yeah. No, I'm always open. I give myself time. One thing about me, I tell my friends all the time, like, feel everything. So I give myself time to feel and to get over a situation. I'm not going to jump into anything or force anything. If I find somebody and there's a connection, like, of course I would explore it. Love Island. Of course, of course, of course I would explore it, but I'm also not pressed. Like, I'm taking my time, and I know that I'm not over a situation, so I'm very transparent about that as well. But yeah, and that's why I actually had a question. Like, you said, like, your wife changed you. Were you ready to change, or did she come into your life and it was like, oh, I met this great person and I decided to change?
Really good question. So my wife, there's another our story, man. Me and my wife's story is actually pretty dope. My wife, she curved me. My wife super curved me, actually. My wife actually blocked me for a period of time. So young brothers, don't let a little block stop you from going to get your, you know what I'm saying? If you know she the one, you know.
Wait, why
Put
she
it to work.
blocked you? Y'all talked and then she blocked you?
So,
Or?
I mean, I'm be real, I was a hoe. When I first approached my wife, I was trying to put her on a team. I said this on one of the previous episodes. I really was trying to add her to the roster, like for real. I was having fun with life. I had just got out of a really serious relationship. And, you know, I was back in my bag. I started, you know, making my little bread and, you know, I've always been a fashionable guy, you know what I mean? I'm not the tallest guy. I'm gonna talk to y'all about that after this conversation, but I've always been crazy confident. You know what I'm saying? Like my confidence is, you can't tell me I'm 6'5". So like my wife, I approached my wife, you know what I'm saying? You know, we knew of each other, you know, through a lot of mutuals, and she just wasn't going. And one thing my wife taught me, to answer your question, was she taught me how to be a friend. Like, I'm gonna keep it real, because that's all I know how to do. I'm not used to having women as friends prior to my wife. Like, if we was talking at all, or we was josing or whatever, what's them? Like, what are we doing? Like, I'm not texting and calling you because we're cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it was new to me to have someone to stop me doing something that I've always done. She stopped me in my tracks. And when I tried to, she blocked me. She was like, no, what are you doing, dude? Like, you really need to be my friend. And I kid you not, I was on my last leg. This is funny. Man, it's crazy. That's a great question, by the way. There was this season, like you said, where I had to accept being by myself. So I'm in my season of like loving on Brandon and learning on Brandon, and I took a dolo trip to DR, to the Dominican Republic, and on my trip to the DR, after 2 years of curving me, I ain't gonna lie, I did this. I can say it now. She my wife now. I low key was like, man, I put my little shirt on. I had my little shirt open a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I was on a balcony. I had a cigar. I FaceTimed. I said, what's up? I'm like, you know, like, what you up to, you know? And it's crazy. We had a conversation prior to me leaving as friends. We were talking about relationship goals. The book with Mike Todd at the time. This is what, 2018, I want to say, 18, 19-ish. So this book was like the biggest book, relationship goals. I think's the name of the book. Shout out to Mike Todd. But I'm on a balcony and I FaceTimed her, and I'll be real with you, I still had that crazy confidence, but at the same time she had friends on me so much, I just was like, this was low key my last shot. I was about to just accept the fact of like not having a chance. And I was like, man, let me just take you on a date. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the worst that can happen? You fall in love? And I kid you not, I came back to the States, took her on a date. We've been together ever since. So her forcing me, to answer your question, her forcing me to be her friend made me realize that I can have interactions with the opposite sex without it being physical. And her no nonsense, non-negotiable, like, this is what it is, I'm not deviating from it, forced me to change. Because I'm so used to finessing. I was so used to boom, 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 move this over here, move this over there. You know, and I'm from New Orleans, so like, cats from the city is just, I feel like we're the smoothest dudes. This is my plug-in. Shout out to all my partners from the city, you heard me? Shout out to New Orleans, the greatest city in the world.
nah.
But I always feel like, you know, we have a way of, you know, persuasion. You know what I'm saying? So she cut all that out. And now I'm the man I am today, and I'm still not perfect, but I'm striving for it every day. But question back on you. You remember what the question is?
Repeat it to me again.
The emotional intelligent.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You saying that's what you want. And, you know, let's say, for instance, you meet a guy, he has all the tools and all the attributes that you're looking for in the opposite sex, but maybe he lacks emotional intelligence. As a woman, how do you approach that situation if he has everything else that you're looking for, but he just lacks that one quality?
I feel like it's a mind thing, honestly. I feel like it's a mental thing. Because if a man wants to change for a woman, he will. So it's like,
Touche.
if you see that your woman is there for you and she's encouraging you and she's pushing you and she just wants the best for you, why wouldn't you change for her? Like, she's not trying to hurt you. So it's like, you gonna let the devil win or you gonna let the little angel win that's on your shoulder? With that, and I feel like a man gonna change who he want to change for at the end of the day. So it's like, if he don't want to change, it's basically just a waste of time.
Well, no, I guess what I'm saying is, let's say he wants to change, but he just don't know
He
how.
don't know how.
He don't have the tools.
Well, then that's
How do you help him?
so then that's my job as a woman to help him change.
But what does that look like though?
So like, we gotta be transparent with each other. We have to be friends.
There you go.
You gotta be my best friend at the end of the day. Like, if we not best friends or we not friends first, it's not gonna work. That's not healthy.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
To just jump into something and we in love and after 2 days, that's not healthy. That's toxic.
Yeah. We know about you be on top of the refrigerator on the phone.
Yeah, that's toxic. I mean, it's fun. Don't get me wrong, but it's
Right.
like, that's not healthy.
It's
like,
not- it's not
why?
sustainable.
Why are we not learning each other? Like, I should know you from top to bottom, like the back of my hand. So it's like, you need to be my best friend.
So you really the friendship area
Yeah,
is how
that's
you
a
would
big.
really approach
That's a
that.
big.
I like
thing
that.
for me.
I like that a lot, and I think that's a really really
Because
good answer. 'cause
yeah,
that's
if you
what
think
saved
about
me.
it, it's like, if y'all friends, like, and let's just say y'all want something more later on down the line, but if his mental state is not okay, and he feel like he could come to you while y'all friends later down the line, whenever y'all are stronger, so whenever y'all do have a connection, he gonna feel like he could come to you with anything if something's
so
bothering him.
That's so real. That's so true.
Yeah.
That is very, very true. I love it. And moving on from that topic, we've set in this pocket of spirituality and emotional intelligence, but I'm tired of beating around the bush. Man, I don't know about y'all, but I be watching like the Pop the Balloon dating game. And listen, bruh, I'm a short king. I don't care what nobody gotta say. Short kings in a building. It is what it is. Physical attributes, when you talk about the opposite sex, right? Every woman wants 6'5", muscular, with the curly top with the fade. He gotta know how to dress. He gotta drive a foreign car. Like, how do, as single women, especially in your 30s, you know what I'm saying? You in your 30s.
29.
So you don't know
Pushing
you
it.
knocking on the door. You know what I'm saying? I mean, let's keep it real. The dating pool, it ain't deep. It ain't too many sharks left. And I'm gonna say this too, to get on my Kevin Samuels a little bit. A lot of cats who are quote unquote those guys, they think that they the prize. So
Yeah.
so how do you navigate through, maybe he might not be 6'5", he might be 5'6". Maybe he might not have abs, but he got a nice back. Like, how do you, like how do y'all separate that? Like what does that look like for y'all? Yeah, talk about it. Yeah, because y'all gonna pop the balloon when Buddy 6'5" come out, but he make 700,000. Yeah. Go ahead.
I feel, for me personally, I do feel as though attraction is necessary. You have to be easy on the eye. You don't have to be 6'5". I mean, you can't be 5'2" either, but still, like, but ultimately with age though, I have realized that some of those things kind of die down. It's more of a mental. Are you loyal? Are you emotionally intelligent? Some of those things weigh out the appearance or the things that we look for in a man, personally.
Got you.
So.
Okay. That was super politically correct. Okay.
I love that.
What's up, Neve, man?
I have recently stopped dating my type because, it's just, like you said, they think they the prize. Not saying my type was 6'5", all of that, but
And I don't mean to throw 6'5" out there, just 6 feet. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, I had a
above.
particular type, and they were known to be, the thought pockets. So Yeah, I think now it's just as you get older, you just kind of like what you really value in a relationship kind of changes, honestly. And do you want somebody who out here married and still trying to get the hoes, or you want somebody out here who's gonna be actually a good man? And I think that at the end of the day, that's what matters. But like still, like yeah, you need to be attractive because at the end of the day, you want me to be attractive. So I don't want no, anything. But
Right. I like it. What's up? He ain't got everything, but he, how you approaching that?
I mean, he don't have to be 6'5". I mean, I have a type. I like dark skins with dreads. But
Oh, you need to go to New Orleans.
I mean,
I'll tell you, hurt man.
but it's like if I do come across a guy that's like not dark skinned with dreads, I'm fine with that. I really like basic men, plain white t-shirt, jeans, and some forces.
That's what you like.
That's what I like. I mean, I like somebody that's simple because I don't like nobody with all them chains on because half the time them chains be fake anyway. I don't care for none of that.
They do be fake.
And they be broke. Like, and I'm not even trying to be funny. It's just like they mentality is messed up. Y'all rather go spend $1,000 in a club on bottles and liquor to impress females that y'all probably not even going home with, instead of going to invest that $1,000 into something else. Or y'all could go on a trip somewhere. Like, it's just no. I just need somebody that's like mentally stable in the head.
Got you.
And to add, sorry, go ahead.
No, you go.
I just wanted to add, like, in this whole topic, personality matters too. It can change a lot. Like you said you was very confident in yourself.
Stupid confident to this day.
And I've dated somebody that was, he wasn't necessarily my type. I mean, he wasn't 6'5". He just wasn't my type of personality changed that frame of mind. And I think that is apart from being attractive, if the personality is there, it can make something shake, but you got to be easy on the eyes too.
Easy on the eyes. All right. I guess we can go with that. I say that to move on from the physical appearance. This topic we kind of teetered with, but I want to dive right into it. Money. You know what I mean? Like when me and my wife got married, we realized that divorce happens one of three ways. The first thing is lack of communication. The second thing is infidelity. And the third thing is financial mismanagement. I think men, and this is from conversations specifically with men who do make a certain amount of money, and I'm gonna give y'all a cheat code after I say this. Men who make a certain amount of money, it's an awkward space for them when it comes down to dating, because once they show their hand, sometimes they feel like, okay, she hip to it, that's all she want. You know what I'm saying? So my question to y'all is, how do y'all navigate through the money thing? You know what I mean? Because y'all, like we said, y'all all got careers. When it comes down to money with the opposite sex, what does that journey look like in the dating world?
I think for me, I try to stay on the same playing field, if that makes sense.
So he got to make about what you make?
And be ambitious.
Okay.
And he may not have to make exactly, how much I make.
So if you date a man that makes significantly less than you with ambition?
If you have ambitions and plans.
He got visions and plans, but he ain't got the bread to support the visions and plan. You giving him a shot?
But if he's loyal, if everything else is there, I think I'll be able to do it.
You think you'll be able to do it?
Yeah, because if he's loyal, he's a good communicator. He can lead me.
Yeah,
at the end of God. Exactly. Like it can play out to be well versus somebody that, he may be a billionaire, millionaire, but he treats you like trash.
Right. Right.
So it's just one of those things where you just have to, weigh out your options and know what works for you.
Right.
Just because somebody doesn't make what I make or whatever doesn't mean that he's going to be a horrible husband.
Right.
No, because at the end of the day, you want somebody that's for you, that's going to build you, that's going to support you, that's going to love you, and not drag you to hell.
I like it. I like it a lot. Well, what's up, man? I need to know. You know what I mean? Like, and I really want to kind of turn my chair and look, because you in that field where, like you said, dudes is playing super pretensies. Like, they like flashing a bunch of money, but they really ain't got it. They popping bottles, but they in a rental car. Like, what's your approach when it pertains to money and it comes to dating?
So my approach with that is like, you can make the same amount of money as me. You can make more, or you can make a little less.
A little less?
A little less.
Not a lot of less?
It depends.
What it depend on?
So it's like she said, if you're ambitious, if you have goals, if you're like goal driven,
Oriented, yeah.
you goal driven into like doing more with yourself, and you're just not laying there like a vegetable, then you got potential. If you're laying there like a vegetable, I'm not talking to you. If you're not doing nothing with yourself, I'm not talking to you. But you could work at Amazon. I mean, nothing against Amazon workers, but
I'm about to say,
no,
dang,
it's nothing
Amazon
against Amazon.
dudes is
No,
like,
but
oh.
I'm just saying. So it's like, because that's not what I usually talk to. But it's like, if I do come across somebody that work at Amazon, you could work at Amazon, but it's like, you wouldn't want to work at Amazon forever.
Right.
Because how would that benefit you in the long run?
Right.
So it's like, you got to have future goals. Because if you don't have no future goals, we cannot talk.
Mm-hmm.
We're not on the same page.
Mm-hmm. I like it. I like it. I like kind of like what you said. I want y'all to know, y'all both said ambition. We didn't get to you, Neve. Y'all DMs about to be flooded with broke dudes with ambition. I want y'all to know that right now. So listen, if you a dude out there that got all the ambition in the world, you got a good personality, but you make 30,000, I got 2 of them for you right here, brother. Nah, Neve, man, what's up, man? You and see, I like you too, because you Emmy Award winning. You know what I'm saying? And you doing journalists, so you it's your job to talk to people, to report. And I know you run into some cats that got that bag. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you navigate through that field?
A lot of men that I'm like run into are married, especially in like my profession and my field. They're already married.
Say that again. Say that again.
My profession.
No. A lot of men that you run into.
Yeah, they're already married.
That's already on it. Yeah, get married, brothers. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all, bro. All the dudes that's really getting it, they got an old lady. That's my little plug-in. You hear me? I'm trying to get the marriage out there. But go ahead.
Right. I will say this. Talking to somebody with a lot of money, it's certain stuff that you have to deal with. You're going to deal with competing with other women. You're going to deal with a lot of men with a lot of money don't want to settle down. They don't want to get married. They don't see the benefit in marriage. So you have to deal with that. So I agree with them, like dating somebody who's on your level and who has like ambition. I like busy men. I'm not even gonna lie. I like a busy man. I don't like no man who sit and play the game all day. I don't like no man who sleep all late. I like a man who get up and go and got something to do, because there's always something to do. So I feel like if I'm interested in that type of man, then he will never be broke. He will always be making some type of money. I won't say how much money you have to make, because that's just insane. But I don't attract men who
certain caliber,
who don't do what they're supposed to do. I don't know. They don't try to talk to me. So I don't know.
So you not so if he got ambition and drive, but he ain't got that. Can he? Does he have a shot? Keep it real.
A shot for what?
To be with you.
Hey, if I could do better by myself, I'm just stay by myself. If I have to,
I like that you said that though.
Like, it's not. Me being single is not. It's not a bad thing. Like, I think a lot of people look at it as like, oh, it's so hard. My single life is good. So if someone's coming into my life and I feel like you're adding more stress and putting me in debt, I'm not gonna do it. But it's not all about financials. Like, somebody can come in your life and really make you a better person, and that's what is really important. But also, I like a certain type of man, and that's the type of man that I attract. I don't really attract like bums or busters or all that. I
I
just
got you.
don't.
But no, I feel like as a man, if your money not right, why you trying to have sex with a female?
Ooh, talk up.
Like, let's
Go
talk
ahead.
about it, because it's like your money not right. Why you trying to have sex? Like, that just doesn't make sense
Priorities
to me.
messed
Yeah,
up.
your priorities are messed up. Like, you need to be figuring out how to get this money by tomorrow.
But you can also meet
Like,
somebody with a lot
yeah.
of money and they can make bad financial
Yeah.
decisions.
I just was
Like,
about to get into
Yeah.
that.
yeah, and I think we
Definitely.
all, that's a good thing about being in relationships and marriage is communication, because you find out your strengths, like
Right.
what you're good at. Like, are you good at budgeting and saving? Or are you not? Because I know a lot of women who like, I spend everything I get. And I know some women who like, oh, I'm frugal.
Right.
So you really have to determine what type of person you are in a relationship. And you have some people who like, men invest. I love a man who invests, who can teach me how to invest. Like, tell me how I'm supposed to spend my savings. Like, teach me something.
Right.
When I say teach me, like, that's what I love. Smart men. I love a man who can teach me a lot about just stuff I don't know about. So I think that's important. And you have women who are really good at like investing and stuff like that. And I think you have to find that balance. Like, I'm looking for somebody who good at things that I'm not really good at.
Got you. I mean, these are really good answers. I love how you guys are approaching it, because, you know, I think having or hearing something like this, if I was a single man, would shape my mind a little bit different than probably what it was. You know what I mean? Because I mean, y'all giving all the answers, man. Like, it's like.
Nobody's saying y'all got to take us to Belize every
Right.
weekend, but
Exactly.
Lord.
But sometimes we be
Take me
feeling
to
like that,
Galveston one
dog.
day.
I'm gonna be
But
real.
no, it's like we be
Sometimes
wanting the
be
simple
feeling like
things.
that.
We just be wanting the little things,
Yeah.
Like flowers. Flowers,
yeah.
$5 at Trader
like
Joe's.
you could do
like-
flowers, perfume,
and it'd be like, well, the flowers
just
gonna
small
die.
stuff. You don't have to do nothing big.
I
Like, it's
gotta
just
laugh.
small
No.
gestures. Like, and that be the problem. It's like they be thinking that they gotta spend like
You don't have to be
$1,000,
rich.
and it's like it's not even that. If you
Yeah.
doing the small things and the things that matter, the things that's gonna make us smile. Like, we could have a long day at work, and we come back home, and our bath water ran. That's gonna put a smile on our face. Like, now we going to the bedroom after. 'Cause, like, you thought about me.
Y'all sound like my wife.
No,
man.
you thought about me. So
'Cause
it's like
it's really
it's
something
really the little
small.
things.
Yeah,
I
it's
suck
really
It
so-
small
really is the
things.
little things.
I'm gonna tell on myself I suck because I do everything big. Like, I probably suck at the day-to-day small stuff, because when wifey know, like, when it's time, I'm about to, you know what I mean? She gon' champagne showers is different over at my crib, you know what I mean? She be swimming in champagne sometimes. So I think men need to hear that. I think I needed to hear that, because like I don't always do what I need to do on the little things. You lose sight of it, you know what I mean? You kind of go into airplane mode or autopilot, where it's just like, okay, we got the systems in place, and
Y'all too comfortable.
yeah.
I
yeah,
dated a man
100%.
before, and I remember telling him, like, I can't sleep without my bonnet. And when I came to his house, he literally had a bonnet. That was like,
See,
I
yeah,
thought that was the
that's-
sweetest thing
yeah.
ever. Like, or I love sunflowers. And every time I came to his house, he had like fresh sunflowers. That type of
Is
stuff
that bro? Is that buddy you was talking about?
I don't want to talk about it.
Shout out to Buddy. We gonna call him Buddy. Shout out to Buddy. Get your
We
emotions
gonna
in
make
check.
sure he don't see this podcast. My goodness. Oh my God.
Oh man. Next question, man. So, you know, you ladies are a little bit seasoned in the sense of, you know, where you guys are in your singleness. I asked y'all a question: how long y'all been single? All three of y'all said that y'all been single for 3+ years. You know what I mean? And nothing wrong with that. My question is, if you can give some advice to your younger self with the information that you have now, navigating through what you're going through, because it was pretty cool. All three of y'all said that y'all was in like kind of like little lengthy relationships, or serious somewhat relationships, and for whatever reason it didn't work out. What advice would you give to your younger self, maybe to avoid that time that quote unquote may have been wasted, or, you know, just good game to prepare yourself for whatever's to come in the future?
I would say love yourself first.
Oh,
No
you
matter.
tell
I
little
would tell
Pocahontas,
myself
man,
to love,
baby girl, love yourself.
to love myself first. I would tell myself to know my worth. Um, I would tell myself if they did it once, they'll do it again.
Mm.
Um, yeah.
And to
Man.
piggyback off of you, if they show you a red flag the first time, believe it. Don't wait around thinking they're gonna change. It's not worth it.
Ooh.
It's not. Put yourself as priority too. Don't lose yourself in a relationship. Like you mentioned, you say you love, you pour into people a lot. I'm the same way, and I feel like sometimes it can sabotage me because you're draining yourself so much for somebody that's not even worth it. They're not pouring it back into you.
So that's what you'll tell Lil Tosa.
I'll tell Lil Tosin, put yourself first.
Ooh.
Don't be a shadow of yourself in a relationship. And listen to the red flags the first time.
Yes.
Y'all must have ran a lot of red lights. Golly. I know none of y'all can't drive either. Women can't drive. Go ahead. What's up, man?
I would just say keep it simple. Leave the first time. Like really listen to God and leave when He say leave.
Y'all are like, nothing wrong with the answers that y'all giving me, by the way, right? But y'all not really getting into it. Like, y'all kind of like tiptoeing around it. You said something that was super loaded over on this side. You thought I ain't hear, but I pick up everything. You said if he did it once, he'll do it again. Like,
So okay, let's just say
what?
we got kids, we married.
Uh-huh.
So he might do it again, he might not. So I could say it like that. It's a 50-50. If that man want to change, he going to change if he want to change. If he doesn't want to change, if he don't see potential, he might love you. Because y'all like to say, I love you, but y'all still go sleep with somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
So with that being said, it's just basically, it's really a man thing.
So, because you said something. You said a man will tell you he loves you, but then he'll go sleep with somebody else.
Yeah.
Right?
Because he's bored at home.
So he was bored at home.
So he going
So
sleep
is
with
that
somebody
actually
else.
love?
No, it's lust.
But what I'm saying is that love that he shares with you, though.
No, I feel like it's not. Because if you really love your woman, you not about to go cheat. Because if your woman not cheating, why you got to go cheat on your woman?
Okay. I'm trivial in that pocket. I'll be honest with you.
Because it's like y'all want y'all cake and y'all want to eat it too. But when we do it, oh, it's World War II.
Yeah. I don't want to dive into the whole physicality and the emotional conversation because I feel like it's oversaturated and a lot of it is just hearsay because I think each situation is different, right? But in the same breath, I think that I'm a believer, right?
Right.
I believe transformation happens. Like I said, prior to me being with my wife, I cheated on every chick I ever came in contact with. Now, to a woman that I did that to might immediately deem me as he forever gonna be that person. But people do change.
Right.
People do evolve. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? So I'm always like real careful in that field or in that realm because I think as humans, we gotta give grace. Now, giving grace don't mean giving you another chance.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I think sometimes that's where that's where y'all kind of crash out at sometimes. Like you could give a man grace, but that don't mean you gotta give him another chance. Sometimes you gotta step away from it and still give him grace. You can forgive somebody and leave.
Yep.
Like you ain't gotta be mad while you in it. And I seen that happen so many times where they say that they forgive and they let you back in, but they really never forgave, first and foremost. And second, they're holding that resentment, which is ultimately driving a wedge between y'all that's only making that situation that's already toxic even more toxic. You know what I'm saying? So I feel where you're coming from, and I'm not saying your perspective isn't one that's warranted, but I just kind of like, I'm in a gray with that a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I feel like if y'all both not healed, it's not gonna work. Because it's like if one of y'all healed and the other one not healed, that go back to me on what I said. We gotta be friends first.
Okay.
Because if you're not healed and we're friends, I could help you heal. Like we could dig deep and figure out what's the problem, or like find your inner child. And it's like once we do that, and then I see like what's really the problem, then we can like come to a conclusion, or like this is what you need to do, or you need to go to therapy, or you need to do this, or you need to do that. Because at the end of the day, I mean, a lot of time men cheat because of women, because of their past trauma with women. So it's like it's true.
I'm glad you said that, because
it's a fact.
Because we've probably screamed to the top of lungs, men do this, men do this, men do this, men do this. We really haven't even had the conversation of what that man is going through to get him to that point. Yeah. Like, I know for me, you know, and I talked about this with men, other men, most men, and I want y'all to understand this. I'm about to give y'all a free game as single women. Most men have probably been addicted to pornography for, let's just go on a low end, 10 plus years. So this man is used to pleasing himself for 10 years. And his mind has been open to certain portals to where the idea of seeing or being with someone else is just super apparent. Now, add insult to injury, we live in a hypersexual society. So even if he's not watching pornography, man, it's sometimes I open up Twitter and I gotta throw my phone. It's so bad, I don't even have the Twitter app downloaded on my phone, because it's I'm like, Lord, like, you know what I'm saying? So you got men, let's say this man is dealing with this spirit of lust. Let's say he a good man. That's a good man, Savannah. Let's say he's a good man. Let's say he makes really good money. But let's say he really battles with lust. And let's say that lustful spirit is being fed day in and day out from the things that he's done in his past. And on top of it, his addiction of pornography. And on top of it, every time he hop on Twitter, he tweets something about God, and he scroll up, and Lord knows what's on the next tweet. You see what I'm saying? So it's compound interest. So he's in a position where he's climbing out of the hole, and he's trying to look up and breathe for air, and it's almost as if he's suffocating. And then he's trying to come home and love on you. There's no way you're going to be able to fulfill that unrealistic image in his head. And it's also unrealistic for you to feel like you should want to fulfill that unrealistic in his head. So I would say, like, if I'm giving y'all advice from a man that was single and, you know, I was able to find my root, y'all be careful with diagnosing certain things when it pertains to men, because, man, a lot of times they kind of like trying to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, shut them a little grace. You know what I mean? Moving on, because we getting, man, we've been talking for a little minute. You know what I mean? I asked this question, and I'm going to pose this question to y'all. I want y'all to sit and think about it. To everybody that sits on these seats with me or sit on the couch, whatever the case may be, if it is your last day on earth, and God himself took you to the highest mountain peak, and he said, you have one thing to say on earth. This is your drop the mic moment. What are you saying? What are you going to say? See, now, see? You got y'all going to thought. Y'all all had something to say when we got to down the way up. What you saying, man? Neva, what you saying, baby?
That's tough.
I'm calling you out, baby.
There's so much things you can say.
Man,
There's so many
tough.
things.
It's your drop the mic moment.
This is a heavy question.
This is heavy. It's supposed to be heavy. Heavy. Real heavy. My chain heavy. I like Gucci, I ain't gonna lie.
Lordy, that's a lot. That's tough.
Don't overthink
I'm
it, man.
perplexed.
Don't overthink it, man. Come on, you're an Emmy Award winning.
Look, and I'm a certified yapper, and you didn't put me on hush mouth.
I would say, I think just generally speaking, I would say Jesus loves you.
Ooh,
And the reason why I say that is because ultimately love wins.
I like it.
No matter what way you look at it, love wins.
Jesus love you, and love wins.
Yeah.
I love it.
I love it.
Thank
What's
you.
up, man? What we saying, man? You at the top of the mountain peak.
I'm
Come
still
on.
thinking. That's my last word.
This your last. This your drop the mic. You know how everybody want that drop the mic moment in their life. I love when Kanye said, "People always ask the question, what would happen if I didn't win? I guess we never know." And then I just love when I was like, "Yay, hey, bro, you did what I would have did, brother."
Confidence on 10.
Oh man, crazy. What y'all saying, man? Look, then she trying to dodge. Look,
I really not.
Because it's really like a
Like,
deep
I really
question.
don't know.
Like, it's really a deep question.
simplify it.
I'm still thinking.
I had a ball in this junk.
Man, I asked somebody. Look, I asked one of my guests that. She said, "Black people were the original people." I said,
Yes.
"Oh." No, but
I
go
love
ahead.
being black.
I love being black too.
No, really, I had a ball in this junk.
That's what you
and,
saying?
You know, I love being black. I love being lit.
That's
Shout
what-
out to God.
Shout out to Gucci, man. I like it though, man. That's real honest though. You know what I'm saying? I like that. All right, you on the spot now.
I mean,
What you saying? You in the boot? He took you to the boot, baby. He took you. You just had a 10
I don't
pounds
want
of
no
crawfish.
men
You heard
from
me?
the boot. First of
No,
all,
I'm just saying God. I'm saying God.
Oh.
God that took you through
God
a
that
boot.
took
You
me
done
through
had
a boot.
10 pounds of crawfish. You heard me?
With a little
with
daiquiri on the
shrimp,
side.
With a shrimp po' boy, you know. What you telling the world, you know?
I'll just say, I'm just a girl.
You gonna say I'm just a girl?
I'm just a girl, but I had a ball doing
Okay.
everything I was supposed to do.
I like it. I like it.
And I thank God for everything that He put me through, for the ups and the downs, because it wouldn't have made me who the person that I am today.
Period.
And
I
that's
love
the
it.
honest truth.
I love it. Well, there you have it. This is part 2, episode 7. Thank y'all for tuning in. And most importantly, I love y'all. Peace.